I'm going to be bringing you my Fire Weapon Mastery, my Fire Advanced Mechanic loadout today. Going to let you know right off the bat that this is a longer cast time loadout. You're going to be using the 60% power, so it does take a little bit of a cast time. What you're going to want to do is make sure you're using this in T6 stuff. It's not really that great. I mean, you can use it in T5, but you're not going to get as much damage off just because it is a little bit slower. When you're learning in-game content such as Love and War and the new T6 alert, oh my gosh, especially when you're doing the T6 alert, when you guys are soloing Avarice or Zamoron as a DPS, when you have like tank and healer and a troll and you're the only DPS, whew, oh my gosh, the numbers are insane because you're the only one doing any damage, so you have all the time in the world. And the same way goes for Love and War, because the bosses and the ads have so much health that this is just great. It's fantastic. So let's get to the power trees. First, in Immolation, you're gonna have Immolation, Flashpoint, Meteor, Overheat, Fire Your Weapon, and Inferno. And Inferno, we're gonna have this in your loadout. We'll get to that. We're gonna have this in your loadout. This in your loadout. Let's see, just Fireball, Detonate, Absorb Heat, Flame Cascade, Mass Detonation. And your iconics, Fighter is a little bit power hungry, but you do get power back. So I throw this in there to get the Vite and the power. 3% critical attack chance, your Weapons Expert, 10% critical attack damage, Tactical Genius. Let's get to the loadout. We got Absorb Heat. And Absorb Heat, this is going to activate Thermal Absorption, which is going to activate the Advanced Mechanic, and this is what's going to help you get your power back. Flame Cascade, what this does is this increases Vitality and your Thermal Absorption, causing more damage, and this also is a burst damage that has, I want to say five balls. And then Mass Detonation, this is going to be your main damage along with Overheat. The Mass Detonation, this is your really long cast time, and when you do this, it keeps the Thermal Absorption and the burning and Vitality going. So you basically can just spam this once you set up your entire rotation. And after each Mass Detonation, you're going to want to use Overheat because it has a long cooldown and it clips perfectly at the end of Mass Detonation. And so this is going to be thrown after Mass Det. And you have Inferno. What Inferno does is it bestows Immolation and Burning. And there's not really anything that uses Immolation in this loadout. It's all based off of Burning and Vitality and Thermal Absorption. And then Fire Weapon, this is going to be your buff. You're not going to get any weapon damage from it, basically. You're not going to be doing too much weapon damage with this loadout because it's all basically the Advanced Mechanic. It's all the old-fashioned rotation with not using your weapon. And so basically you're just going to get the crit chance and the critical damage off of this and your might bonus, but you cannot go without this. It's going to increase your damage by quite a bit. So let's get to the rotation. I'll just kind of go through each power individually. First power in your loadout has a really long cast time, so you're going to want to jump cancel it. So you're going to hit that, tap X to jump cancel, and then you're going to go into Fireball Barrage, Mass Detonation, and Overheat. But what you're going to want to do first before you get into the actual rotation is you're going to throw your AoE, your weapon buff, clip that with your weapon buff, and then you're going to go into Overheat, jump cancel it, go into Fireball Barrage, Mass Date, and then Overheat. And as you can see, it does quite a bit of damage. I'm going to go ahead and set this up like we're fighting a boss, and I'm going to try to get the max potential damage out of it by using my Sidekick, my Supply Drop, my Trinket, and my Boo, which also gives me a might buff. So let's just go through with all that and do the rotation at the full speed. Alright, as you can see, Mass Det hits for ridiculous numbers, and you have to remember that Mass Det does take a damage debuff on the spawning targets, along with most of your other powers, because they're spawning targets. If you look at them, they have 115 CR, so they're higher than your CR rating, so they're going to take a little bit of a debuff. The same goes for when you're fighting a boss in T6 in in-game content, but they don't have as high a defense as these spawning targets do, because as you can see, you cannot do any damage to the spawning targets, so the numbers are going to be increased dramatically when you're in in-game content or any other content in the game. So one more time with the rotation, and I will let you guys go for the day. Alright, that's pretty much going to be it, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this useful. If you did, drop me a like. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I will be bringing you more loadouts, fire loadouts. I switch my powers quite a bit. Unfortunately, I don't do the test servers because I don't feel like paying, it's not worth the extra $15 a month just for the test server right now. I may get to that later, so that way whenever new content comes out, I can drop that for you, get some, some better guides from the test servers. But for right now, this is all I got. We'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed. Hope it was helpful. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. We will see you guys later.